Within my magazine, it is very clear who the audience is. One way is through the writing style and the text. It is informal and comes across as being exciting and interesting for the consumer to read. This clearly outlines a young audience in the mid-teens, around 17-year-old approximately. Because the context is written in a way that they would find interesting, especially when it comes to the double page spread. The text is an interview and is written in a way that sounds like the artist is talking directly to them. The writing style then creates a relationship between the writer and the reader because of this, and the reader might feel as though the writer is on their side and they share the same thoughts and opinions. The color scheme is a mixture of urban and a bit teenager. With the use of pastel colors. In a way, I choose not to focus that much on the stereotypical gender roles because these days in media everything is about expressing yourself and expressing who you are, and it is like a trend that it does not have to be about just two gender roles. It is spread so a guy can like pink and a girl can like blue without it mixing everything up. So that's why I chose to focus on pastel colors and like using pink, even though 41% of the audience is male, because it's not that big of a deal anymore. The primarily target audience for my product would be a mixture between female and male, because in my survey it said that 50% of them were female, 9% were others, and 41% were male. The audience would absolutely love music festivals, especially the ones where they can hang out with fellow students and their best friends, where they can like dance and have fun. It's focused on being young and wild and free, and they will love like fast food and drinks, and music is important, and as a teenager technology also plays a big role in it, and that was one of the questions in the survey. This means that the magazine would be available online, for instance, and they are interested in music such as indie, rock and pop, but also fancies a bit some old classics like old pop musics and stuff. In the audience research of the production, I came up with the audience of my piece. That was by using SurveyMonkey, where I asked the question, how old are you? And 83.33% said that they were between 15 and 20 years old. And that's when I narrowed it down to them being around approximately 17-year-old. When doing my research, I found that most of my participants who took part in the questions were young, so that's why I have focused my audience on being young and teenagers.